So what's I gonna say? Oh, so after that little incident, Gary sneaks into to Sarah's house and he spikes her wine, right? So he spikes her wine, he goes down to the basement and he pretty much waits for her to pass out from whatever he put in her wine. And she's on the phone with Frank, they're talking, and he's still stalking her downstairs in her basement, watching her on cameras that he stored in her room. She's talking to Frank, she gets tired, ends up passing out. Creepy old Gary comes up the stairs, because he knows she's passed out now. He comes up the stairs, sneaks into her bedroom, and kisses on her, touching all on her, snatching the cover off of her, taking pictures with her. Like, he's just being straight up weird. Well, he ends up hearing her son calling her name. He grabs her son's picture off her table and dips out. Her son comes in there, he like, Mama, yo, yo, he panics, is my main response. Calls his grandparents and his aunt. They come over and they're like, checking on her. Now, Sarah's mama was the only one who felt like something strange was really going on and it wasn't coincidental. Her daddy and her sister, however, felt like their mama was over exaggerating. But Sarah knew her mama wasn't over exaggerating. She knew what was really going on. She just kept trying to ignore it. Well, after the family, scene ends, Gary ends up going to work the next day, gets called into the office. Now, Gary think he about to get fired. So he's bracing himself to getting fired. Well, he ends up finding out that he gets promoted. And Trina thought he was getting fired too. But see, when Trina was outside, she noticed the GPS tracker on his phone. She's seen it. And she's like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this dude really into? So that's strike 4. And all these strikes keep making her more and more suspicious about Gary. So when he comes out and he tells her he got promoted, she's like, oh, hell no. There's something wrong with this dude. So now Gary's mother passes away. Now he go full psycho mode, full stalker mode, because his mama done passed away. So now he really don't have nobody. His mama passed away. He on his own. So Frank invited Sarah to a play, right? Sarah ends up noticing, after her little conversation with Frank, Sarah ends up noticing that her picture of her son is missing. She thinks her son moved it, but no, it was taken. But she finally notices it. So Frank is getting ready to come outside to get ready to take Sarah to the play. Well, Gary pops up and catches him off guard and damn near beats Frank to death, right? Sarah gets mad because she thinks Frank stood her up that night, which I don't know why you would think he stood you up. Instead of thinking something could have really happened to this man because he ain't stood you up before. So she think he got stood up. Trina finds out that Gary lied. Gary's father is an inmate, not a police officer, because he was lying telling people his daddy was a police officer. She also finds out a little bit more about him and realizes Sarah's actually in danger. So Sarah ends up at the same time finding out what happened to Frank from social media. She realizes that Frank was attacked.